I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be, I kinda just want to be friends. Got an email here from a viewer, and he says, "Hey Coach, I was going out with a woman, and it was going really well. And by the end of the night, I had her in my arms, so I made my move. The same night, I received a text saying, I kinda just want to be friends. What should I do?" Well, as a man, you're interested in something romantically with her, and now she's giving you something other than romance, which is like, hey, I just want you as a friend. Now, as a man who considers himself a catch, this is not something that you're going to go along with or be interested in any way. And so if a girl texts me that I just want to be friends, you just say, hey, I like you and I want you, but I'm not interested in being friends only. But give me a call if you change your mind. And I would just completely walk away at that particular point and wait to hear from her. And if she likes you and she's into you, she'll reach out to you and she'll text you, or she'll get in touch with you after a week or so when you haven't heard from her. If she doesn't really care, you won't hear from her. But let's look at, why would a girl say that, especially when you had her in your arms and you're making out with her? Well, maybe some of the things that you said on the date, maybe some of the things that you did communicated that you're looking for a relationship, and she may have just been looking to hang out and hook up. Or maybe she just really wasn't that into you. Because there are women that will kiss you and make out with you and even sleep with you when they're not really that into you, just because they want to get laid or whatever. And so you should never look at that as a loss or, oh my God, it didn't work out. You just should always assume that even if they reject you now, at some point in the future, that they're going to want something more from you. Because in this, like I said, in this particular case, you really didn't give me much to go off of here in your email, but it just sounds like, because if she's kissing you, she's making out, and she's in your arms and everything, you know, it could have been simple, subtle things like when you held on too long or you didn't let go soon enough, and so you made her feel really uncomfortable. And there's a chapter in my book called Women Are Like Cats, and at points in the courtship when you're trying to seduce a girl or you're walking down the street, just simple, subtle things like taking her hand and walking with her, and then at some point she lets go of your hand, and then after a few seconds later you reach over and you grab her hand back and you keep holding it. Like when I was younger, I didn't understand that little subtle test and what a big difference it makes. Is because guys, we tend to be achievement oriented. I mean, masculine energy, after all, is about purpose, drive, mission, succeeding, accomplishing goals, achieving things in your life. And a lot of guys tend to take that same mentality that they pursue their goals and dreams, and they use that mentality on the women that they're dating. And so when a girl pulls away, they feel like they've just got to pursue more or do more, what I like to call the illusion of action. And so you may have had some things going on where she pulled away, and you sensed that she was pulling her away from you, and then you wanted her close, and so you pulled her back in, as opposed to just letting her have a few minutes away from you and sitting back in your chair, all relaxed and all comfortable, all as well, just like I talk about when I talk about body language in my book. Maybe you started leaning forward at that point, and that communicated neediness and insecurity, because a guy who's successful with women, he doesn't chase, he doesn't pursue, he doesn't worry about those things. Yeah, he'll call a girl and he'll ask her out on a date and those things, but when he's on the date, he's not going to be chasing her or running after her. He's just going to hang back and sit back and relax and keep the conversation going by simply asking questions and watching and observing her body language, because as she starts to feel more comfortable as the evening goes on, she'll lean in more, she'll play with her hair, she'll touch your arm, the conversation starts to die. She'll keep the conversation going by asking you questions, those kinds of things. I mean, she participates in it with you. And so it's important to be looking for those things. But in this particular case, when a girl says, hey, I'm kind of just interested in being friends, you just say, I would text back something like, I'm not looking for a relationship, but I'm certainly not interested in being your friend only, maybe friends with benefits, but I'm not interested in just being friends with you. And then you text that and see what she says back. And if she's still insistent on being friends, then you just say, like I said, I'm not interested in that, but give me a call if you change your mind, because I'd love to see you again. Maybe just leave it at that. and then you just walk away. Because here's the deal. If you want a girl to love you, if you want to be wanted by a woman, then here's the thing. Women have to know that if they push you too far, if they ask you to compromise your values or go against things that you don't really want, or to get you to agree to do something you don't really want to do, they have to know that if they try to get you to do that, like in this particular case, she wants to stick you in friend zone. I'm not into that. Stick to your guns, stick to what you want, be congruent with that, and then just simply walk away, leaving the door open by just saying, hey, give me a call if you change your mind if it doesn't work out. And that's the best that you can do. I mean, who knows? Maybe this girl liked you, maybe she didn't. Like I said, I would encourage you to read my book. If you haven't read it 10 to 15 times to the point where you can literally teach it yourself, then you don't know the information well enough, because I'm just saying that you want to review what you're doing on the date. Like I said, you didn't give me enough information to go off of here in your response, but there's a good chance there's some things that you were doing and saying on the date that turned her off, even though you were holding her and making out with her and you were making some progress with her. So if you have a question that you want to ask me, go to my website, click the Contact Me tab, which will be on the left-hand side of your screen, and send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max, and just give me several days to get back to you with a response. If you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way to get my help is to book a paid phone coaching session. You can do that by going to my website, click the Products tab, which will be at the top of your screen, and just follow the instructions. If you want to get a digital version of my Kindle ebook, which I highly recommend, on my website, underneath the email sign-up box will be a box that will have a link that will take you right to the Amazon Kindle download page for my book. Once you get there, if you don't have a Kindle device, on the right-hand side of the download page is a button you can click to download a free e-reader app for your smartphone, tablet device, or your computer. It only takes a matter of seconds to download and install the app and complete the purchase of my book. And if you appreciate the value of the information I offer in these video newsletters and the articles on my website and my ebook, you can show your appreciation by going to my website, and on the Wibia toolbar, which will be at the bottom of your screen, click the PayPal donate button and donate any amount that you feel is equal to the value of the information. And I will talk to you soon.